Naast mij staat de man die net van het podium is afgekomen voor de derde keer op North Sea Jazz, Jordan Rakei. Welcome.
Thank you.
To Holland, I should say, but I really enjoyed the show.
Thank you.
I understand as a kid you were like loving North Sea Jazz.
I was, and it's all the stories of my favourite band, a New Zealand band, Fat Freddy's Drop, have played here many times, and all my favourite artists. This is sort of the rite of passage for our journey to make it. And yeah, when I got asked to play here about 8 years ago now, it was like a dream come true for me. So, and now I played a massive venue in this arena, so it was an amazing sort of arc to get here.
Yeah. So when did you discover that you could use your voice as an instrument? Because you use it like that.
Oh, thank you. Probably when I was a teenager. In high school, I would sing with my friends, sing like Stevie Wonder or Bob Marley around like a barbecue, and everyone was like, "Hey, you can sing." I was like, "Can I?" I'm just singing like my mum, does in the shower or whatever. And then I just kept singing and started making music, and that's funnily like my journey. I never really decided I was a singer; it just sort of happened naturally.
Yeah, it's expressing yourself.
Yeah,
and your voice is a big part of it. And you know how to control it somehow. I can concur. It's the truth. Also, you are musically so broad. You can go all sorts of ways. How do you decide what to play on a stage like this?
Yeah, that's a good question. And it's funny, coming into a festival like this, there feels like you need to, in a way, adhere to a more of a jazzy set. But I love pushing any sort of audience into out of their comfort zone. So if I play a pop festival, sometimes I weirdly play sometimes more obscure jazz music because I'm trying to just push either side of the boundary. So in this festival today, we played lots of different genres, like borderline rock music, dark, dance music, obviously a bit of jazz and funk and soul. So I like to mix it up to keep it interesting for the whole 75 minutes.
So what do you hope that will happen with the audience then when you push them?
Just for them to be surprised, excited, notice there's a lot of dynamics, because I feel like if you played an hour of funk music, straight funk, or at least me, there wouldn't be enough, push and pull and shape and like slow, fast. So I want to do something slow, a ballad. I want to do a really funky dance tune. So I like keeping the crowd like confused.
Keeping them on their feet.
Exactly, on their toes, yeah.
So when is a gig totally succeeded for you?
Gee, that's a good question. I think when we're having fun on stage, I think, and we basically all the time we do, but we have fun because the crowd's giving us an energy, and then we're reacting, and then they're reacting to us reacting, and it's like this amazing sort of cycle. But usually you can tell about 2 or 3 songs in, this is going to be an amazing vibe, and it was today. Even the first song, it was just. Everyone was so present. Yeah, the crowd, and
digging into it.
Yeah, they were just watching us, and it's like, wow, this is a special show. So yeah.
Then you just know this is it.
Yeah, and weirdly, when a crowd is so present, you can actually go quiet, turn things down, go slow, and they're like with you. They're following you on this journey. Whereas if it's loud and chatting, you're sort of trying to like shout at them and like, listen to me.
Yeah.
But now they can just listen to you, and you can go in all directions.
And a lot of silent communication, because I didn't see you communicate so much on stage. It was just a little eyebrow thing going on.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny, that's with the band, but also like with the crowd, I'm always thinking I could tell a big story, or I could play an extra song. I don't want to cut them a song if I tell this big 4-minute story of how I love Stevie Wonder. And so I try always keep at festivals, I try and keep my talking short so that they can get the most music. Do you know what I mean? Because it's very strict at festivals, like you have to finish at a certain time. So, it's respecting them to give them more music.
So you have the 3-line rule or something.
Yeah. As soon as I start talking, my drummer's like, stop, Jordan.
Alrighty. I also noticed you said something about putting out as much music possible. You just like to produce, to create.
Yeah.
How come?
Because I think if you sit on things for too long, you will always you can always perfect something too much, and then it becomes too much in your head. And then 5 years later, finally your next album comes out, and like you've changed so much as a person. I've now, let's say for me, 5 years ago, I didn't even have a dog. And now I've got a dog, 2 kids, have released 3 albums. Like my life's completely changed. Had I written a song 3 years ago about like politics, and now I'm writing songs about my children. It feels weird for them to be in
It
the
doesn't
same.
resonate.
No, no, I'm not really interested. You know, not that I'm not interested in politics, but like right now I'm in a different space. So I reckon just write stuff, get it out, let it just whatever feels natural.
But somehow dog songs doesn't sound like you.
No, I'm a positive guy.
No, I like more like, oh, my puppy is...
Yeah.
It's not your thing, right?
No.
Maybe in a complicated space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, will we see you next year?
I mean, I would love to. I always want to come back to the Netherlands. Honestly, it's my favorite place to play, to be honest. It's the crowds here are so... I feel like so musical. Everyone really understands like my music. They, like you said, my genres sort of change a lot. They always go with me, and they never like play the next song. They sort of always want to hear whatever we want to play. So yeah, I always want to come back. Hopefully if I make another album, let's see.
Yeah. Well, you're producing, so it's happening.
Yeah, it's gonna be there surely.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.